What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I hope everyone is doing well. Doing some general messages for all the signs from now until the end of February. I'm on the sign of Taurus because Taurus was the 5th most views for the last time I posted videos. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, check out the About section of the channel for more information on how to do that. But let's see what the energies are for the sign of Taurus from now until the end of February. 4 of Cups. So kind of being complacent, kind of being bored. Some of you guys are in a state of resting or kind of keeping to yourself. I do feel like there is some kind of ending here, maybe to a third party or an ending to some type of friendship, relationship. I feel like there's a lot of people kind of trying to put their 2 cents in a situation. You have the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower card starting off. So I feel like there's going to be some unexpected news coming in for you, but you're kind of already at this fragile state of like, you've been through a lot. You kind of have your guard up. This could be someone you're dealing with. But I also feel like this is some kind of truth that you're going to be finding out, and it's going to kind of give you a glimpse into something maybe that this could be really unexpected, but at the same time, this is something that, you know, for some of you, it's a message about something that you want, or you're going to be receiving some type of gift. I think that there is a need to communicate with another person, but there's also just kind of wanting to express your individuality. You have the Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit and the King of Swords. So this is about, you know, listening to both sides of the story, but not being too swayed by another person's opinion about things, because I feel like you've tried to reason with the situation. You've tried to come to some type of an agreement, but at the end of the day, I feel like you guys ended up in a situation where there was a need to move forward. I think that someone's ego could have gotten in the way. I do feel like someone is spending a lot of time either studying or working, you know, figuring out new ways to make money. I think that you're getting attention. I think that you are slowly making your way, you know, but with the snow in the background, I feel like, you know, the wintertime, you could be building up to something, and maybe you're kind of keeping things to yourself at this point and not really opening up to a whole lot of people, but you're still like open to listening, or maybe this other person is. The 8 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about communicating with another person, like maybe you wanting to go in another direction because maybe you didn't feel like you were getting what you needed in this situation. Maybe you felt like this road that you're on is taking you in a different direction. And some of you guys, you know, could have realized that you're dealing with someone who's kind of not a whole lot of emotions, or maybe you guys are just like not really paying attention to your emotions either. So it caused the situation to end. I do feel like towards the end of the month, things will be more balanced for you, but it will require you kind of traveling, you know, venturing out. You're going to be receiving some type of letter or communication, and I feel like it's going to bring in this change into your life, you know, because I think you guys are thinking long term. You're thinking stability. But right now there's a lot of stress. You know, you're kind of feeling like everything's the same. You know, some of you guys are kind of dealing with someone who kind of might have been immature, and you're not really sure, like, you felt like you put a lot of time and effort into something and it didn't really end up the way that you wanted it to. I feel like you're spending less time being focused on other people, and you're spending more time focusing on yourself and which direction you want to go to. You're not really too concerned about what other people are doing. I feel like there was a point where there was several different things going on. There was a lot of indecision. Maybe you and this person weren't on the same page. Maybe things ended in a sort of way, but I do feel like there's definitely emotions involved from this person. This person could have been a really good friend of yours. And I do see like this new type of love being offered, but there's also some regret about someone moving on or moving away from this person. I feel like you're focused on home, you're focused on your family life, but you're just not really sure like what opportunity to take. Maybe some of you guys feel like you wasted your time. Some of you guys feel like you lost something, like there's no way to bring it back, but then at the same time, there is. For some of you guys, if you hurt your back, there will be recovery from that. I'm hearing yoga and physical therapy, so maybe it's just a need to take it easy. I do feel like you're figuring out, you know, what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable. And I feel like there's a sense of contentment in a certain situation, but there's also some energy of, you know, overthinking something, because I feel like you haven't really told someone how you felt or the truth about the situation. You kind of like taken a break from this and maybe just investing all of your time and energy into either another situation, or you're figuring out someone in your life kind of wants to get back together with you because they want money. Maybe they see you being successful and now they want a piece of the pie kind of thing. I do feel like you're kind of guarded to people. There is a lot of drama maybe surrounding a Leo. But I do feel like, you know, you have a lot of dreams and aspirations for your future. And some of you guys are kind of figuring out the type of people that you're dealing with. Some of you guys are dealing with people who have some serious mental issues, or maybe you have your own mental issues. But I do feel like there's a lot of changes coming to a theater near you. And it's important to give as much as you receive. So, you know, that kind of keeps the regular flow of things coming in. So let's say you get a bunch of money from something, but it's all in how you invest that money back out into the universe. Like, you know, maybe helping out another person or giving to someone, helping another person, and that way that energy will come back to you, because that's the whole way that kind of money works in the ethers. I do feel like some of you guys are undecided about a relationship. You are listening to your intuition, but I do feel like you know that this situation where it's like if this person were to see themselves or see the reality of the situation, then it would cause a lot of fights, because maybe you're not willing to give this person what they want. Like if they need help with, you know, something financial or like a birthday party or that kind of thing, you'll be there, but you can't really be the person to like provide for them emotionally, you know, because you're trying to do things on your own at this point. You're trying to get a lot of things done, plant the seeds, you know. I do feel like some of you guys are having a hard time figuring out what's true and false in a certain situation, so it's kind of wanting you to go out on a different limb here. I do feel like there's some kind of surprise here, someone who wants to help you. I do feel like when it comes to feelings and, you know, figuring out someone's true intentions, maybe someone could have had an accident at their job. I do feel like someone is spending a lot of time in big groups of people. You have ask with sincerity, face your adversities, and you have retreat. Live life to the fullest. Begin to explore, reach for the stars, reevaluate your priorities, and say no. Be true to yourself, Taurus, not other people. Because I do feel like someone might be asking you for something, and you're kind of going to need to take a step back and think about it because you're not really sure, or maybe you're not aware of this person's true intentions. And you guys are kind of growing, and you guys are getting into a more routine with your life, and you do know that maybe someone's trying to manipulate you for whatever reason, and you're kind of like, I mean, this person could even try to manipulate with you by like buying stuff for you. You have respect, receive healing, you have alternative, you have well-being and mental repetition. I feel like whatever, you need to be around positive-minded people for one, but something is really triggering you about the situation or this person, and it's like you're trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel, you're trying to come to some type of an agreement, but it's almost like this person doesn't appreciate you or vice versa. And there's a need for you to move forward, like past these barriers, you know, because there's something that you're like really overthinking. It's affecting your health. There's more than one way for you to heal and receive the healing that you need from the universe, but it's also important that you demand your respect from certain people. And I feel like there's a lot of needing to learn, you know, facing your fears, but also feeding your intuition, not your intuition, feeding your subconscious, gratitude, there's grateful, and you have compassion and strength. You know, I feel like some of you guys need to have more compassion for yourself and, you know, show yourself some more love because you're so used to doing so much for other people. You know, it's time for you to come up with a plan about what it is that you want and, you know, how to get that. I feel like there is someone who thinks a lot about you. This person does appreciate you. But at the same time, I feel like there's a need for balance of maybe either egos or figuring out how to move this forward and not staying stuck in the same place. I do feel like there is going to be some communication about traveling. I do feel like there's a need to be disciplined when it comes to finances, and maybe there's a need to heal some emotions and having the wisdom about the things, you know, to have the discernment in things in your life that maybe no longer serve you. And really the only way to gain that knowledge is through experience, and not all experiences are going to be good in this life, and a lot of them are karmic. You know, for some of you it has a lot to do with who your friends are. Are they helping you on your journey, or are they just there for a good time? You know, some of you guys do a lot of things on your own and you don't really have the help or support that you need. And then you have people doing shit behind your back. So it's like leaving you in a place of being stressed about it and having anxiety when it doesn't really have to be that way. Because that's not how, you know, that's not how this should go. It shouldn't be this type of problems. There should be some type of justice for this instead of you kind of having to carry everything. But I also feel like your upcoming choices from here on out are going to affect your life in a huge way. So it's important to look into things more than you would have in the past, and to take really good care of yourself and not isolate yourself too much. I do feel like some of you guys may be gambling a little bit too much, or there's a need to look into, some of you guys could be winning a lot of money. But I also feel like there are some issues that could arise from that, whatever gift this is. And there's a need to trust your intuition and look into everything that you're doing, you know, checking things over, because I feel like a lot of you are not only in the Emperor energy, but you're also in this teacher vibe. So there's a need for you to protect kind of the people that are under you, the people you take care of, as well as you know, exuding the strength that you have and the wisdom and compassion that you have as well, so that you're in tune with everything that's going on around you, especially in your family. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a good night.